Network.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Life Happens podcast. I am your host, Grace, and as you know, the Life Happens podcast, please put that cup down, is a podcast where we take our spirituality and everyday practical things and we combine it to create this beautiful balance that you see. I'm very excited today about today's topic, okay, because I have been adamant about can men and women be friends for real? So the title of the show is You Say He's Just a Friend. Now, I love that song. You guys are familiar with the song, right?
Yeah, you say he's just a friend.
Yes, I
You
almost
say
had
he's just a friend. Oh, baby, you
yeah.
got what I need. I like
Why you got that bottle up? Oh God! I thought
Champagne out the bottle, baby. Champagne out the bottle. You know what I'm saying?
that. I like it. CJ, you kind of classing it up here with the wine glass. I love it.
Right. Yes, ma'am. Right. I mean, it's just a little classy.
hold up, but where's the
Yeah.
thing?
No solo cup today. He classing the joint up. I like it.
But we're
Right.
so
You
used
know.
to the red cup, so that's like your signature. This man told me that one day when he dies and goes to be with Jesus, he wants to take his red cup.
Yeah. Go ahead, take me with the Holy Grail in that thing too. Hopefully they got some wine up there, something strong. You know, I can just be sitting away with JC. We
No.
just kick back.
Respectful. Oh God! Every time he says that, I cringe.
What, JC? Oh, that's just man, you know, that's how me and Jesus Christ talk. You know, me and JC.
I mean, that's cool, but it's just like when he said JC, it just anyway. So, guys, before we get into the topic, where is okay? Let's not even ask. Anyway, how was the weekends? What did you guys do?
CJ, you first.
Oh, okay. First off, how y'all two beautiful, lovely queens doing? Kim, you already know what's good with you, you know what I'm saying? And then Miss Rabia,
Hey,
Grace Woods over there, yes, ma'am, with that cut. Yeah, already, yes, ma'am. But but real talk, weekend was good, didn't do too much, just work out and just work out and just enjoy the rest of my time. How was y'all ladies' weekends?
Kim, what's up with you, sis?
My weekend was pretty uneven. Well, my daughter is here from Mexico, so I've been
Oh,
spending time with her, which is really great. She leaves out on Friday, so I am going to try to spend as much time with her as possible because I won't see her again until Christmas.
oh,
What else?
we should have canceled today's show and so you could spend time with her.
Oh yeah, I should have.
It's
I
not,
didn't
but
think about that.
you did
Yeah.
not.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go, y'all. Talk to you.
No, don't play with me. Do not play, girl. No,
What else? Getting things ready. School's about to start back, so that's a big deal for the youth in my youth program. Getting them ready for school to start back. So they're not really excited about it. Most kids aren't. So
mine,
summer ending.
mine excited
Um, Oh, really?
because we Africans now in the summertime, you're not just chilling. We have human dishwashers. Okay, you got to. You got. I have a dishwasher that I've never used.
You have dishwashers in the house. Why do you need to use
Thank
that?
you. I absolutely. I don't need to use a dishwasher when I have dishwashers.
No, you have dishwashers.
Mhm.
Yes. So that's all I did. Ready for what's going on this weekend. This weekend, baby shower. Someone's having a baby. So I'll probably go to that on Saturday and just kind of hang out at home. Probably go swimming tomorrow night at my friend's house. So fun
I,
summer stuff.
I see. So I was in East Texas this weekend. It's very nice because you can
Oh,
self thinking. And my ex father in law, yes, ex father in law, I'm his favorite ex daughter in law. We get along great. Now, what do you mean, CJ? This is for real though. Like this
Oh, okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Hey, let me.
is
Oh.
we get along great, y'all. When I get married one day, he's gonna walk me down the aisle. That's how our relationship is so great. What?
Is this Nick's stepdad or his dad?
Nick's dad.
Okay.
So Nick's stepdad person. So anyway, he made me okay. So I love banana pudding without the bananas. I hate the bananas in it. So he made me this thick cookie pudding. It's so good, y'all. But I like room temperature. I don't like it cold. I don't know why. But so that's what I did this weekend. And then getting ready for school and stuff like that. That's about it.
Oh yeah, you are getting. When do the kids go back to school next week?
Child. I
Wow.
actually wish they can go back sooner because they're on my damn nerves. I wish my oldest can go back to school, which starts in 27. She needs to tear behind. But she's in North Carolina at the moment, so I got a break from her. Salah and I were by ourselves. And you know what the boy told me? He said, Mom, I wish it was just you and I. I said, I know, right? Like he could be the only child. But anywho, let's jump into the topic. You say you're just a friend. So I want to know from you, Kim. Do you think that men and women can just be friends, like purely platonic relationships without anything or any hidden agenda, without any energy? Or have you ever been in such a space with the opposite sex? Let me ask you.
I would say yes. I know what the going theory is about men and women being friends because there's a belief that if a man and a woman are friends, one of them is always kind of leaning toward the other in a relationship type way. The other one may be like, "Oh no, you're just my friend," but the other one is kind of like, "I kind of like you more than a friend." But I think two people can be friends and for those people to have relationships outside of that because I think if they set boundaries and that they know and they're honest with each other, I think that they can be friends. I have a really good friend from college. His name is Tommy. Tommy is a really good friend of mine, right?
Is Tommy cute?
Huh?
Is Tommy cute, sis? Is
Yes,
Tommy?
Tommy is very handsome.
Get
He
a picture.
works
I'll
out.
be the judge of that.
He doesn't even look his age. He looks like he's like 30 and he's like my age. But we are still friends. I still talk to him. I mean, I don't talk to him every day or I don't talk to him every week. But we try to touch base at least once a month and just see, hey, how are you doing? What's going on with your family? What's going on with mine? And just try to, you know, that way. I think we've met up for lunch like once.
Okay, hold on. Once in how long have you been married?
I've been married 25 years.
So you met up once in 25 years and William was cool with it.
No, I've met him for lunch. Yes, because William knows that's just my friend.
Baby.
I don't, and William is cool. William likes Tommy. Tommy's
Oh,
really
William is
nice,
a great guy. William is a great guy. Let me say that.
but it's no
No hanky
romantical
panky.
feelings there. Now, the video. Can I talk about the video?
Wait, before we get into the video, because we're gonna play the video.
Okay,
Hold
because I want to say something about the video.
no.
But I do believe that men and women can be friends if they set boundaries.
What about you, CJ?
I'm gonna shorten it up so we can watch the video. Yes and no, but on the video's context,
We're not talking about the video. Can we?
no. Oh, okay, so just in general. Oh, okay, just in general, yes. Asterisk mark.
Okay, I am of the belief that men and women cannot be friends for real. And I can only say that from personal experience. Okay. So if I meet a guy and I think he's great and we can be friends and I friend zone you, I'm not gonna look at you again in that capacity. You are now friend zoned, right? But in my experience, what I've experienced is that I always hear later, well, I've always liked you. Anyway, and it always ruins that in my experience. Now, I'm not talking, some women out here say, hey, they can be friends with guys, but let me tell you what I've noticed. And I have 8 brothers, right? So my brother told me that what men do is men will wait. And sometimes they'll wait for years till they can get an opportunity.
Dang.
Yes, that's what I was told. Now, I had a friend in college, and I used to tell him all about, the guy situation that I had going on or whatever. And one day I had broken up with somebody, and then I met somebody else, and he was like, "Damn, you can never stay single." I mean, when are we? And I was like, "When are we? What?" But he never came onto me or made me feel any type of way. So I never knew that.
So he was just kind of waiting till you were vulnerable, so he could kind of.
I really wasn't vulnerable because I didn't like it. Anyway, that's another story. I was young back then. But yeah, so I don't believe. And something my brother was telling me, he said, nah. Well, let me read one comment. And Rita says, yes, I think a man and woman can be friends only if neither one is sexually attracted to one another. I agree. Because normally somebody feels something. That's just been my experience. Hey, intellect says no, not generally, especially if either they are attractive. And that's true though, because I don't know if, I mean, Kim, the fact that William allowed you to go to, yeah, and I said allowed, was okay with you going to dinner with, what's his name, Tommy, that looks 30 years old and walks out and takes care of himself. Baby, bye.
Tommy is, like I said, I've been knowing him since college,
Tommy must
and we have always been friends. Tommy has no, I have no interest in him, and Tommy has no interest in me that way. I mean, zero. I can honestly
Tommy's
say
waiting.
zero. Okay,
Tommy's waiting.
no, Tommy is not. Tommy,
Tommy's like, I'm waiting for William to go.
no, Tommy is not. No, no. I really need y'all to meet Tommy. I tried to get him to come on.
Okay, let Tommy come on. Let's see what Tommy looks like. How old is Tommy?
Tommy is 56,
That's not a bad age.
and he works out and he does all this stuff. He's not married, but he was married but got divorced.
Does he have
And
kids?
he has one son. He raised his son. His son's in college now at UT. But so yeah, I mean, no, we're just we're just friends. I was like, you should meet my friend Rabia. He's like, yes, yes, I want to meet her. But anyway, no, no, I would not do it.
No.
I wouldn't do that.
I don't know, Kim. Let's play the video and see what the scenario is. Okay.
I got broken up with because I posted this video on my story. Okay, broken up with is dramatic as I was only talking to him for 3 weeks and we went on one date. But after I posted that story, he was so annoyed with me. He basically told me that he doesn't do guy best friends with the girls that he's speaking to. And if he's pursuing someone, he just doesn't really respect the fact that I have a male in my life that I love real bad. Now, some of you may be as confused as me because this is literally my best friend of 6 years. He's like my brother at this point, and I would never even look at him a certain way. But this guy was serious, and he was not letting up on this boundary that he had placed. So the only thing I could do was respect it. I explained to him what the situation was, that it was not like that, but he wasn't hearing it, so he cut me off.
I'm not going to lie. I see exactly where he's coming from. He saw a boundary. He set one and said, you know what? I don't think that this is going to go any further. They've been friends for 6 years. And it seems like there's 2 people already in this relationship and 3 is a crowd. Like, you're saying, I love him real bad. That's what chicks say about their man, that they love real bad. Why are you using relationship and romantic lingo with a platonic friend? Like, you're the one that's blurring the lines. Y'all look like a couple. It doesn't look like there's any room in your current relationship for him to fit. So he exited himself out. He's not wrong for that. We already know you're not cutting this man off for 6 years for a man you've only been on 3 dates with, and you shouldn't. But you're expecting him to overlook a lot. Y'all look like y'all already a couple. And let me also say this. A man can tell when another man is playing his position. This man looks like he may have been friend zoned. There are plenty of men out here who will be in a relationship with a woman for 10 whole years or more and actually think that their female friend could be their wife one day. You think I'm making it up?
Oh, hey, buddy.
I'm so sorry. My little man just woke up, and this is my one and only baby boy right here. If you ladies give me a quick 60 seconds, I'm gonna turn that Omo Berry or some Jules TV. Y'all can give me a quick 60 seconds. We gonna get right. Go ahead, baby boy. Say what's happening.
Say hi, Aunt Kim. Say hi, Aunt
Baby boy, say what's happening. You don't hit little dad. You don't hit your little dad. You don't hit your little. Okay, let me stop it. Okay, yeah, give me about like 6 days. I'll be right back. I'll be.
Kim, so what do you think about what she said? There's
Oh,
many.
now looking at the video though, Rabia, they look like they were a couple. They
They
did.
should.
They did. And that dude, and maybe other dudes know. Like you said, William let you go to lunch with somebody. Maybe William knows, that there ain't nothing with Tommy. Ain't nothing going on. But maybe if it was another friend and I was treating him like she was treating that guy,
Right.
nah, no. I think
Yeah.
she's right. I think guys do know. I think other guys do know if another guy likes a woman, a friend.
I did. I agree, and I like the fact that the guy set those boundaries and he
Yeah,
stuck to it.
yeah,
Excuse me, because a lot of times we'll meet somebody and we like the way they look or we think they're cute and we like the conversation. You know, the beginning of the honeymoon bullshit period where
hmm
jealousy hasn't set in, and then you're like, oh well, it'll be okay, and then after a while you're not okay with that, right? And
yeah,
with him, I feel like he loves himself enough and honors himself enough to say, you know what, I can't do this.
yeah,
And so I like the fact that she respected his boundaries. She didn't try to dissuade him, it seems like. However, in that video, they did look like a couple. And what the other lady said, a man will wait for like 10 years thinking that you his wife.
wow,
But my brothers told me this.
wow. Men will wait that long.
They will
Wow.
wait while we thinking la la la. Oh, we can go on vacation with dude, and we talk to dude about all our other guys, and he's just listening, giving advice, and at the end of the day, dude,
He's
wow.
just waiting. He's just waiting.
Now
So
I'm not
some chicks they go on vacation with their best friends,
saying, girl,
right? Their best friends. Some I was watching what was it? TikTok. And
mhm.
it was this lady who got married, but her best friend comes and stays with them. And I'm
Okay,
thinking, that's
this is
weird.
a man or woman,
It was a man.
girl, and the husband was cool. Okay, what was the nationality? Let's start there.
They were Caucasian, yes. But it was just her best friend. It
I don't
was
get.
her best friend.
It's always I've noticed that, and listen, I am not against Caucasian people. Let me make that clear, okay? Because they are inside my DNA, but they be doing some shit that black folks are not going to be down for. And you're not coming on my in living in my house, period. I wouldn't allow even my own best friend to do that if I have a
Yeah,
house,
I
you know.
would.
And
I would
my
not.
best friend want me to stay with her and her man. I mean, so I get that. And then if my significant other, if I was married, told me that his best friend was a female, we're all gonna be best friends, baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to know her
Right. And we're
because
gonna hang.
you're gonna find out because females will tell even if they don't want to tell. You're around a female long enough, she will tell you, "I love him." Okay, you know, and it'd be like, "Oh, okay."
Or sometimes they've been together once or twice, but nothing ever happened.
hmm
Girl,
Oh, we're just best
whew,
friends. We're just best buds. Yeah, yeah. Now
there was
that I don't know. Now
some,
William has a best friend,
mm-hmm.
but she lives in Tennessee, and
He told us about what she Christmas time she bought some presents. Was that the one?
no,
Oh,
I don't think so. No, 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 no. That wasn't no, no. And he has a best friend from Tennessee, and she's come, I think, twice to stay, a couple of days with us and to visit, and it's cool.
hmm.
I like her so much. She's so sweet, and they've been best friends since they were little kids.
So see why I don't like that kind of mess either. I have a friend that I've known since I was 3, right?
hmm
Okay. Been friends my entire life. Okay.
A guy, a girl.
Guy, girl. A guy.
Okay.
We were should I tell my business? No, I shouldn't. Anyway, let's just say this. We're not friends anymore. Well, we
Oh,
okay. because that line always gets crossed. Like I've known you since I was 3 years old. That's a long time.
It is.
And you never think, you just never think like, oh, well, I didn't think like that until I got divorced and I went home for business. So he's in Africa. So
In my instance, in my experience, because William has a friend in Tennessee that he's been friends with, and I have my friend Tommy since college. It does not affect our marriage, and there is no boundary cross. Like Tommy does not come first when William comes first. Keisha does not come first. I come first. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing cross. There's always communication as far as, oh, guess what? There's no secret. I don't have secret conversations with Tommy. He don't have secret conversations with Keisha. It's like, oh, I talked to Tommy today and this is what we talked about, blah, 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 blah. Or hey, I talked to Keisha and this is what's going on with her kids and blah 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 blah. And it's like, okay, so there's nothing secretive about it or clandestine. Is that the word I'm trying to say? Yeah. There's nothing like that going on. And I think when you keep it on the up and up like that, then it can be something that's healthy and something when you start keeping secrets and you trying to explain why you out with this man, y'all look like y'all a couple, and the dude is watching going, mm-mm. And you got to explain that to me? No, no.
no, I get what you're saying, but I think Tommy's waiting on the corner for you. I think Tom. No, let me stop. Okay, CJ, what do you think? The video. What do you think about this video?
So I'm kind of like with Kim, but it depends on where I feel like it depends where it started from. Like from the very beginning, did I look at Homegirl and say, damn, that should have been me in that mug, you know what I'm saying, balling out. That should have but I can speak for myself. I'm not even gonna cap. I've done both. I ain't gonna lie. I strictly have female friends I just wouldn't for one, as a man, I'm hearing about how another dude doing all this, that, and the third, and you just telling me I don't I'm not gonna look at you differently, but I'm just like, yeah, we definitely can't be a thing.
Wait,
I'm
hold
like,
on. So your
Yeah.
female friends are telling you what they're doing sexually with other men.
sometimes, yeah. I mean, yeah. Sometimes, but it's like the relationship it's the relation. It's the nature of our relationship. Like they be like, like they'll come like, man, such and such, you put me on, boy. That dude was trash. He blase, whatever. So you know what I'm saying. But I've had and I'm gonna keep it real. I done had some badass looking friends that were my girls or whatever. Shit, they hit me up one night. But you know what? But I never pulled that
There you
whole
go.
card. No, hold on. Time out. Hold on. Me personally, I've never pulled that card because if I'm your male best friend, I know pretty much, what you be on. I didn't pull whatever. I actually feel like maybe because she was already into something, she was eyeing me and we were just keeping it cordial. And then when she was finished doing what she doing, she said, yeah, let me hit up Chris. Let me see what he on. But, kind of back to the video, it did kind of look like a date. I ain't gonna lie. But and if I remember correctly, because I was watching this while I was like in the office, I do remember he was saying he felt uncomfortable. And this is kind of the thing I'm kind of having a hard time with. If it's, I'm sorry, I just heard my son be doing these random ass outbursts. He just screaming for no reason. I'll be out there. But anyway, it's hard because I've had to cut off some cool ass man. Like I won't even try to do. And I'm like, bro, she was just real cool. I like we really kicked it like that. But oh no, you need to delete all these whatevers. I'm like, oh my God. So you know me, I'm trying to be the righteous man. I'm like, all right, look, my girl ain't feeling it. Let me go ahead. Then a year or two later, we ain't even together. So now I done messed up a perfectly good relationship, a friendship, because she was kind of somewhat insecure and I didn't make her feel like that at all. Now I'm gonna keep it towards the video. It did look like they was on some date type shit, but however, I have been to places with like I done been to a bar with a friend that was my girl, and we didn't. I won't even look. I'm too busy watching the fight, watching the game. You know, she just somebody to tag along with. You know, and
Mhm.
she telling me about what problem she got with whoever, whatever. You know, or it's not even all about the problem. Sometimes she said, "Oh yeah, me and such and such, you know, like we doing good, this, that, and third, you know." And it's kept it like that, you know. But per the video, it's apparently homeboy wasn't feeling it. And I did watch that episode when y'all was talking about the whole Kiki Palmer situation when homeboy wasn't feeling I'm sorry, her boyfriend wasn't feeling the attire she had on, you know, whatever his case may be. He felt like it was a little too much, and he asked that whole thing to chill, to stop. Do I felt like she made the best decision? Honestly, that's perspective. I think if she was so quick to cut off dude, and this is kind of spiraling into another thing, I think maybe what they had wasn't really maybe solid right there. Because if I remember, they the guy best friend and the girl was friends for like 6 something years. I'm not quite sure how long the woman and her current dude that said that he didn't like that was going on for, but apparently it wasn't, you know, on that level. So and then I'm gonna end it with this, and then I'm gonna add some more to that. I feel like if homegirl was truly friends with the homeboy, and they were rocking solid, like I've even had to do this. I even had to call somebody. I said, "Hey, G, I ain't gonna lie. So you feeling some type of way about me and Shawty? You know, I just been knowing her since grade school. I guarantee you, you can check my phone. You can check her if that's what you want to be on. But at the end of the day, it's strictly platonic. She's just a real, you know, good friend. So that's how I feel like maybe it possibly should have went. But I don't know nothing. That's me talking. You shake your head, so go ahead and you do your thing. I'm gonna sit this right here.
But one thing that I don't do, CJ, because you said that sometimes your girlfriends they'll talk about relationship stuff. I don't talk about my relationship with William to Tommy. Like
Oh, okay.
me and William could get into an argument, or maybe me and William disagreed about something, but I never bring that to Tommy
That's
because
not him.
I don't do that. I mean, we talk about superficial crap. You know what I'm
Can
saying?
That's
can
Or
fine.
world
and
events or
and
something like that.
also
I don't talk relationship. And I think that's important too,
Very.
to not talk about. I mean, yeah, he tells me about, maybe a girl that he's dating or likes or whatever, because he's not married. But I don't want to hear your relationship issues because you're not in one, so you don't got nothing to tell me. But I'm just saying,
I
I
love,
wouldn't want him to do that to me. I don't do that to him.
I love the boundary that you have that you don't talk about your husband to him.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And I think that's where the lines can get gray. And that's when they can start disrespecting your partner because
Yeah, exactly.
things about your partner. And I think it's about loyalty, right? By keeping you, now you're married, now keeping your husband covered and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
I absolutely respect that you respect him the way that you do. But there's a lot of people out there that don't do that. They will tell everything, every damn thing. And so Tommy can sneak in the cracks. You know what I'm saying?
hey,
Right.
but
No, I
hey,
don't do
but and this is kind of like just to both y'all. And I do want to say to my situation with the girls, I really felt like I'm like, bro, we solid. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I'm just covering my ass. I was the first one to say, hey man, maybe y'all should do this, that, and third to get right. You know, because you do have ladies, and I mean, and us as men too, you know, that we like to vent. You know, just vent, be like, man, I can't, you know what I'm saying, this, that, and the third, you know, so, you know, now what that guy does in that moment truly tests what he really on. Because I have had two I can name off the back. I said, you know what? If I was really a dog out here, it could have went left. But because I'm such a, you know, I ain't even on that type of time. You know, I said, hey, listen, maybe you should talk to your mans about this. This is a conversation you and your guy should be talking about, you know. But then at the end, they'll just be like, yeah, I know, but I'm just bitten to somebody. I'm bitten to a male because for whatever reason, what they got going on, it just, you know. So I mean, it could be something like that. I'm just saying, it's not always, but that's in my age group. I don't know, I don't know, but that's just something I've experienced. Females will vent. They be like, "Damn, you seem cool," and I'll just give them a little advice. That's I'm just
Now,
saying that.
One thing you said, CJ, is like you got rid of a relationship because a girl you were dating were insecure. That's messed up.
So
That
so
is
why don't
really,
nobody talk about that? Because I've done that twice, and you know what? And it's crazy because when I tried to hit them up like, hey, what's going on? They said, no, I can't. This, that, and third. And I was like, but and she said, no, we was genuinely cool, but whoever you was talking to, you felt like there was more, and I was just like, oh my. You know what I'm saying? Because and that's the crazy thing. I didn't want to do anything to them physically. It's just
Oh, wow.
like, well, no, I'm saying it like, I gotta say it like that. But it's like I
Oh,
didn't want to do
Jesus.
nothing to them like that. I was just, you were just a real cool homegirl. Cause I mean, I got partners I hang around with, but sometimes I be needing, a little female perspectives on things, and then y'all know how to act in public. So I say, hey, I got me a great looking, young lady on this side, and then we can talk this, that, third, and then that'll be it. I'm cool with just a cool conversation and yes, ma'am, I appreciate it. But I have gotten rid of some good actual friendships, and nobody seems to
wow.
talk about that because I don't see why I have to do all that because you don't believe what I'm putting down. Unless I gave you suspicion otherwise, unless you went through my phone or you seen, hey, what you trying to get into, then I can understand when you was like, okay, well, yeah. But if it's never been like that, then why are you doing that? Because just like you said, Kim, I ruined a good ass friendship. I say, damn.
Wow.
But it is what it is. It is what it is.
So
So.
I'm going to share something, right? So I have a good male friend, and he started dating somebody. And he came to me and he told me, because I had hit him up and said, hey, you want to go hiking? And he was like, I can't go. And I'm like, why? He's like, I'm dating somebody exclusively. So I was like, why can't we all be friends? Because I was willing to be friends with that because this was my friend. Like, we talked about everything. And that hurt my feelings. So he started distancing himself, right? Okay. Didn't talk as much or whatever. And then they broke up.
So how did you feel? Like how did you feel after? I mean, was you? Yeah, yeah. Go
My
ahead. Go ahead.
feelings were hurt because I didn't understand. And the way he did the breakup with me, because it felt like a breakup, right?
Right.
The way he did the breakup was so like you didn't. First of all, you never mentioned this woman at all, and I say this woman because she was just this woman to me. I don't know it. You never mentioned her at all, like nothing. I didn't even know you were dating anybody because we used to go places together. I never looked at him romantically or nothing like that. He never came onto me. It wasn't like that. And then they started dating, and he was like, "Oh, bye, Rabia,"
Oh, wow.
and they broke up. And then we never really talked about it.
Wow. Did y'all's relationship come back together though?
The relationship came back together, and he did some bullshit. But see, that's what I told you. Men and women, I don't believe can really be friends because he did some bullshit, and it's like now we have very strong boundaries. We're still cool, but there's strong boundaries.
But like, what line did he? Okay, never mind, never mind. But okay, but I got you. No, I got you. So
He
whatever
crossed,
happened, he just crossed some boundary that
he
just
crossed
wasn't.
the line, and that, but it wasn't. When somebody crossed the line, sometimes maybe you've had certain conversations, right? So if they did cross the line, you'd be like, oh, okay, we've talked about this. This wasn't like that. We never had conversations about it, and then he crossed the damn line. I mean, he didn't cross the line, he jumped in with 2 feet. Okay. And I was like, what the heck?
Sir.
What are you doing? So and then another friend of mine told me the reason why he probably did was because of my strong reaction when he told me he was dating somebody. But I didn't have a reaction because I was romantically interested. I had a reaction because I felt like Deb was my friend, and I genuinely cared about him. And I wish he would have told me about dating this girl. I mean, why couldn't we all be friends? And he told me, he's like, she don't want to be your friend. I was like, she doesn't even know me. Why does she
Well,
want
she
to be?
didn't, well, she. I don't think she wanted to be your friend because the reason why is because he felt romantically about you,
But
right?
but
He
but
had feelings for you,
but she didn't know that. I'm just
but
saying.
he knew that. But he knew that, right?
Or you know what? Or Rabia, you or Rabia, you could have been better than the chick he was dating. Now I know that'll make somebody, cause trust me, hey, I got some
Yeah.
top tier friends. Oh my goodness. They breaking that scale off the rip. They breaking that scale, and it's like, damn. So you telling me you ain't never tried? I'm like, no, we just genuinely cool. And then, of course, you get the yeah, or whatever. And it's a tad bit of insecurity in there. A tad bit. I ain't gonna say all the way, but just a tad bit.
It's not a tad, but let's be honest, okay? Well, let me speak for myself. Most women will feel some type of way if your guy has a female best friend, especially if she's attractive. I get that. I understand that. Like, I'm not ignorant to that. And I tell people, I am jealous. If I'm seeing somebody, now I will control myself, but I know internally what I'm going to feel. Like, I would not be okay, Kim, if my husband had a female best friend. We all gonna be friends, and I mean, even like in your
Well,
situation,
no, me and Keisha have become friends because of the relationship.
he
But
came to you and
I,
said,
but I just want to say, I am William's best friend.
right, but okay, and I get that, but this woman came to spend the night. I mean, you have boundaries, and you've explained it well, and I'm not judging your
Right?
situation,
No. Yes.
but
Yes. Oh, I see what you're saying. A friend.
I would be okay with that.
Yeah.
Like in my culture, right? If I go home and I see someone I haven't seen, we kiss on the lips, not in the mouth, but on the lips. I don't know any man.
Y'all do what? What that is? Man, where y'all do that at?
I mean, I don't do it anymore because when I was married, my ex was like, "What the is this?" And I was like, "Oh, that's how we greet each other." I stopped that because he was like, "No, you don't do that. This you in America, sweetheart. Okay, you don't do that." But where I come from, that is not uncommon.
Men will kiss other women.
On the lips, like when you greet people, like you kiss on the lips.
French, like on some French, like you know how they be like, mwah, mwah.
No,
Like that's what,
Yeah, like that.
no, baby, on your lips.
man. So you telling
No,
me? So
that's
hold
not
on, time
cool.
out. Hold
I'm
on.
with your ex now.
What? Nah, hell, that's some more bullshit, man. So
Yeah.
y'all going to first base? Y'all in there? Hey, how you doing, sis?
Yeah.
No, no, there's no tongue, there's no spit being exchanged. It's purely a
Just
kiss,
a kiss.
just a kiss. But that right, but that is not uncommon. But American men ain't going for that.
No.
Eric said, "Hell no."
Nah.
But I'm saying culturally, that's okay. It's accepted. And like I said, I
Wow.
stopped doing it because I was married to a Black American man. He was like, "No,
No, you're not doing that.
yeah,"
No.
because the first time he was around my family and I had other family from South Africa come over and friends, he was like, "What the fuck is this?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" But I was also fresh from the boat too now, so I didn't think anything was wrong with it. But he had a very strong reaction. Never did that again.
Man, what
You
the
ain't gonna be kissing
hell?
everybody coming that door,
Man,
sister. It
I
ain't
know. I'm
happening.
saying, Kim,
It ain't
I'm with
happening.
you. Man,
No.
Roger going to first base. Hey, how you doing, my brother? I'm like, what the,
No,
man,
no.
what the man? Hey, I would have gotten to so many fights. I'm out here.
Well,
Shit.
I'm saying, but I mean, I have been delivered. Okay, I understand it. I mean, I wouldn't even do it now. Like I've been here long enough to know. And honestly, I wouldn't feel comfortable at where I am now. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that.
I mean, maybe a kiss on the hand, maybe like trying to be on some gentleman. Hey, how you doing? Mwah, and then you do the mwah.
No,
But
no, I don't even like that. Especially when you just meet some y'all. Let me tell you this story. I had someone come to my house to fix something, right? I hope he's not watching. Jesus, but I
that's
don't
all
know.
right. Let them watch, man. That's
I
all right.
came to the house to fix something, right? So I had to walk around from the back of my house to the front of the house. So as I'm talking to him, telling him what's going on or whatever, what was going on that needs to be fixed, we shake hands and he pulls me in. and then kiss my hand. I never seen this man in my life. I don't like men that are forward. That shit irritated me though. And I just pull my hand back. Like, what are you doing? So no, we don't want your kissing us on our hands. Other things happened that he verbally said, and I was just like, too much too soon.
Nah,
But
that's weird.
You know what I don't like? I don't
no.
like when I go to shake someone's hand and they go, "No, I'm a hugger," and I go, "Okay, well, I'm a hugger."
Right.
Wait, do you give him the church hug or you give him the full hug?
The full hug. I'm like, yeah, but I'm not a hugger, so we can shake hands. I just met you.
You know what I do? I give the church hug. You can get my shoulder in your chest, the middle of your chest.
Right.
We're not full frontal hugs. I don't like that, and I teach my girls that as well. Don't, I tell them, don't let no man hug you like that, okay? Unless no. Especially them
No,
old.
I just, hey, so when, see, that's weird. I never see, well, if it's first off, if it's the first time I ever meet a lady, I said, hey, how you doing? I hit them with that Chinese, hey, how you doing? I say, ni hao. You know what I'm saying? But no, I mean, like, but if I like get to know you, like, no, you know what? No, you know what? I even think when I did, okay, my first time meeting Mika, when we went to Justin, this was like maybe a year or two ago. First time meeting her, and this is how I am with any female, right? Yeah, and this is my first time meeting Dog, King Dog Ivan in real life. I said, hey, what's going on with you, bro? Justin, man, what's going on with you, man? Doing snap. I mean, Mika, hey, how you doing? I stop it right there
Right.
because like because I don't know you like that, and I know as a female that can make somebody uncomfortable.
Yes.
Especially, that can make somebody uncomfortable. So, and then just to protect myself, I don't need nobody hitting me. Hey, I was in the pro. I said, she, and she already. I said, hey, how you doing? Now, once we started talking, we got to know each other, and then I was shaking. I hit her with the Christian side hug, and if you don't know what the Christian side hug, that's when it's like. So hold on. So like, is this her? Okay, so if this like the full hug, you hit her with the all right, I'm a hug, I'm a holler at you later. And it's like, hey, so it's hip to hip instead of, how you got them, all right, I'm gonna see you like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so that's a little crash course on how y'all introduce each other. Y'all don't be going in there, especially not on no Rabia going to first base with some damn body.
First of
Saying,
all, I said it was cultural, but we don't do that no more, okay? You ain't gonna give me a damn hard time about this shit. Because I don't tell
I'm gonna just.
you.
And now I'm gonna think like every time you go back home, I'm
No,
gonna say, here she go, going to first base. Everybody see how you doing, sir?
no, we don't do that. We have been delivered.
Okay, good. Okay.
So the subject we're discussing is you say he's just a friend. Can men and women be friends? That's the topic. For real. Like, can men and women be platonic friendships without it going left? I'm of the belief that that's not possible. But Kim thinks differently, and I think CJ, you have a mixed response. And I really
Yes,
it's cool that you uh, broke off those relationships for you. So let me ask you, the people that you broke off those relationships with, are you still with a woman or no?
no. These are different. These are different substances. These are different women. Where I truly thought we was gonna. Now I've only been into, to be honest, in my whole life, like maybe 3 relationships, including the mother child, the one I have right now. And actually that was a big issue when we first, because I mean, and I'm not trying to brag on myself, I'm not, but I've been told that I am a very handsome, young-looking young man. So,
You are handsome.
You are.
thank you. So, but however, I had to tell her, and now, I had to be real. Because I don't like to sugarcoat nothing. I said, I ain't gonna lie. Some of my friends I'm cool with now, I sure did slang that iron. I sure did. But on some of them, I didn't. We didn't have anything, like, you know what I'm saying? And that was a real big issue. Like, it was a real big issue, because I'm like, now hold on. Now, what I'm not about to do, I ain't about to stop. If we don't even know like where we gonna be at, and this, that, and the third.
Right.
And like I said, and I don't mind sharing my personal, because to be honest, whatever I tell y'all, she gonna already know about. So it ain't even nothing. We ain't gonna hide. It ain't. It's whatever. It is what it is, right? So so with that being said, actually, and I got into an argument, heated argument, because I think we went somewhere out, and it was strictly platonic, strictly platonic. That wasn't even my type of time, right? Threaten to do all this, that, and the third, and whatever it is, right? I'm like, now hold on, hold on, time out, time out, time out.
And hold on.
You're
Speaking in circles, she threatened to leave if you went on.
Yes, no. Yes, she threatened. Hold on, she threatened to leave, and then she threatened to take my baby boy. Which I'm like, we ain't even going that route. You see, obviously, he here with, I love my man so much. You know what I'm saying? So I said, now hold on, now listen. Now we have some off the wall stuff, which I'm not gonna bring up here, that we really need to figure out. Otherwise, it's about to go left. You know what I'm saying? Just me doing my own thing, and she can do her own thing, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that, right? However, she got upset, and I was like, I've truly known this woman for years, for like before you was even, you know what I'm saying? So why should I have to stop talking because in your mind, should she look a little too damn bad? Now, granted, this friend I'm friend, oh yeah, yeah.
See,
But you,
there you go. The way you're talking about it.
no, I'm not, no, and no, well, listen, I'm using how I talk to her, how I talk to my lady. How I said, yeah, she,
Okay.
it's that third. But listen, I'm not interested in her. I'm interested in what we got going on. I'm not, you don't see me trying to sneak in text. I'm like, no. And there's nothing been sneaky. Whenever I talk, you right there. I'm not sneaking to the car. You know how people they be trying to FaceTime through the car. They be every conversation. And I'm like, no, I'm talking because there's nothing to hide. And she knows that. So I'm like, why can't you just be cool? Because there's nothing going on. So and that's kind of when the video kind of hit me, because I'm like, damn. So and I said, damn, so you really gonna let what you got going on, how you feel about yourself, relate to what me and old girl got, which is nothing. And when I told old girl about it, she was like, hey, I can chill out. It's nothing on my end.
Right.
So, so kind of at the end of the day, it depends on where your heart is and where it started. Because my heart, I'm not trying to, I never even tried. Yeah, she done told me about how she done been flipped and skipped and all that. I'm like, we cool. Hey, we cool where we at. You doing your thing, but we cool where you at.
Listen,
And if I'm
Can you
yeah,
trust? Can you be in a relationship with someone and the person trusts you? Like, baby, I trust you. It's her I don't trust. Do you know what I'm saying?
that's valid.
So it may be that kind of instance where it's like, I trust you. I trust you with everything. I love you. I do this, but I have met her. I have peeped her out. I don't trust her.
That's very valid.
You know what? And my response, because I've gone through this, I said, well, that depends on me. I'm a man. So if she starts putting them things, or she start, giving you the side eye and start like, hey, what you this, that, third. Now that's on me to be like, oh no, we ain't even gonna roll like that. That's not the thing. So that's kind of where I kind of, to answer to you, Kim, I say that all falls back on that man. Because you can't say, I'm not saying you, but let's just say if she says, oh, well, it's no. It's not her fault. I mean, yeah, she's like a little grimy for doing that. But at the end of the day, that was your man's that decided to take it a step further.
This is true.
That's true.
So
But if someone is offering you a free cookie, with a glass of milk during the day before you get home. Most
Woo,
men
that's
take that glass of milk and that cookie
and they're gonna dip that cookie in the milk, baby.
and before they get home.
I mean, at some point. But I want to make a point, y'all. Back to that video, okay? That girl said she loved that her best friend real bad, and the other woman said she was using romantic lingo, and she was. The
I
guy,
see.
the guy that set the boundaries, it could be that he had a past experience with something like this, and it wasn't legitimate friendship. So he could be coming from a place where he's seen like this work, doesn't work out. Um, I feel like that girl probably had feelings for the guy, but she decided to go on dates anyway, just so that how they said to get over somebody, get under somebody else.
Mhm.
Maybe she did that. I mean, you know, what do you guys think?
I think you're right. I think that he could be coming from past trauma, of course, to especially just to cut it off like that and say, I'm not going to even give this a chance. Because she said that he called her and she tried to explain to him the friendship, but he was like, no,
I
no.
like the fact that he
Like,
said the boundary. Much respect
the
to
dude
him.
was like, nope, nope. And like she said, I tried to explain to him that he's like my brother, and I've tried to explain that to him.
That brother bullshit. Let me tell you about that brother bullshit. Can I tell you about that brother bullshit? And that sister bullshit. It is bullshit.
That's my
Is it
sister. That's
bullshit,
my
Robbie?
sis.
Nah, I have met a lot of sisters and brothers in my life. Nah, that's why when people say, "Oh, he's just like a brother," baby, bye. Then you and your brother go on. Mm-mm. I think,
Well,
especially in African culture, I'm talking about Africans because I'm African. I've seen so much of this in church, Kim, where you found out later on that these two were actually into something.
Yeah.
My brother, my sister.
Hmm.
I've seen too much of that. I don't. When someone tells me to me the flags go up, I'm like, yo, full of shit.
He's
You're full
my
of
brother. He's like my brother.
shit. Ain't your brother. He's like,
hey, so I have two things. I guess it kind of go together, but so I'll say this right. I'll say this right.
hmm.
I true testament, which I don't think is fair, but well, I don't know if you guys be hearing right, but it used to be a trend. I remember it was hot like 2 years ago,
What
and I
you
remember I got you. Hold on. So the trend was to say, text your male best friend, I'm trying to get down. So you see a lot. Thank God it was like maybe two or three. I was like, nah, I'm cooling. The rest of them, shit, when? Shit, what's the word? So then the word started saying, hey, we all brothers and sisters. Oh, so y'all think it's friendly. Yeah, text your male best friend, text William, text whoever, text. Yeah, I'm trying to, yeah. Then see what he say. Then see what he really about. And you had a lot of people in there. Now I was back in 2020. That's back when we was in COVID. A lot of people got put out that house that night. A lot of people got put out that apartment that night. So
Wow,
yeah,
wow.
that's that's true. But but like kind of pertaining to the video, I would say, maybe, and you're right, maybe he's dealt with something like this before. But it just kind of go back to, I just feel like that whole communication piece. If he was a really solid dude, I'm speaking for the male best friend that went to the concert, I would have, maybe I said, hey, let me talk to the dude. I'll explain. I say, hey, bro, look, you got it. I don't want anything, because that's what real men do. Just like how Kim, how you said how William and Tony, right? That's it, right? Was it Tony?
Tommy.
Tommy, I'm sorry. William and Tommy, how they communicated that before. So there's nothing to hide, and is this, that, and the third. So I mean, that's just kind of how I feel about it. I
But
mean,
when me and William first got married, one thing happened. Me and William had first got married, and the phone rang. You know, when you had a house phone. This is when you had landline, right? And it
yeah,
rang,
yeah,
and it was Tommy. And Tommy said, "Hey, can I talk to Kim?" And so William was like, hello. And he said, hey, can I talk to Kim? And William said, don't ever call my house and not speak to me first. Do you understand me? And Tommy's like, yeah, man, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be disrespectful, whatever. I apologize. And William's like, no problem. Here's the phone. Here you go.
Wow, William, check that, honey. Okay.
That's real. Shit, had that been, hey, had I been, was it Tommy? Shit,
Yeah.
hey, but see, but I'm immature. See, I would have been on some. Go ahead, yeah, Robbie, go ahead, because I would have been on some other shit. I'm
No,
like,
I'm thinking like that because every time we doing a show, my kids come into the kitchen because they're hungry. Why couldn't you have been hungry at 6 o'clock? And then he's looking at me like, anyway. Um, no, I think William handled it very appropriately.
yeah,
And
that's
Tommy
some real.
respected that, you know?
No, yeah, that's real.
Yeah,
That's
he
real.
never called the house again and not, spoke to Tommy first. You know what I'm saying? So,
But hey, but like I ain't gonna lie. Me personally, now it just now. I'm not saying it's right. It may be immature, but I would have had to say, yeah, I hear you, dog. And then next time I would have I said, hey, bro, hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro, hey, bro, I know this your woman now, but you ain't have to. Yeah, you ain't have to talk to me like that, man, because, straight up, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man, you ain't about to hit me talking about some no help. Shit, all right. Yeah, matter of fact, hey, man, I would have been paired. I would have said, yeah, go ahead and put my baby on the phone.
oh
Man,
my
boy,
God,
I would have been
no,
enough.
What was it?
Shit. But
no.
but that's me now. Hey, let us revisit this conversation 5 years. I probably wouldn't even said that.
Yeah, because when you get older, some stuff you don't even have the energy for. You just like whatever.
You don't. You really don't. It's so true.
You just don't. You like. I listen to young people around me, and I'm like, oh, you're still fighting about that bullshit. Because some things at the end of the day does not matter. I would
You
choose
don't.
my partner over a friendship. I'm
Yeah.
talking about if it's sex friendship now. Now, there's some friendships I probably won't do that. You're not talking
Right.
about friendship, depending what it is. But if you respect someone, love them, and honor them, you should be
Mhm.
willing to. And for me, it has to be married, or I'm working towards marriage. Now, if
Yeah.
I'm dating somebody, um, I have a guy friend that said most guy friends are not going to allow a woman or be okay with the woman going out with her guy friend. He said that's not going to happen because it just doesn't feel right. But he also said it depends on what the woman looks like as well. That plays a huge factor. That's what he told me now. So, and I get that because I think there's a lot of double standards with women, and like having conversations with my friend made me realize that I have a lot of double standards that I didn't even know I had. I didn't know that because I feel like it's okay for me to be friends with somebody, but it's not okay for you to be friends with somebody because I know how I conduct myself. But then it goes back to trust and goes back to trauma. Let's be
It
real.
does.
That's why we respond the way we respond to things.
Yeah.
Because I've seen so much stuff where I come from, so much polygamy, so much cheating, all that stuff. I don't really trust people. And the Bible is clear about that. It says you are not to trust no man. Okay? Nobody. So, but then also sometimes you gotta ask yourself, is that my trauma talking? Or do I have facts? And sometimes a little bit of both sprinkled in there. And I mean, I'm honest about where I'm at. And I really had to ask myself, is it okay that you have this double standard? And my response was, yes, hell yes, it is. Is it right? No, it's not right. But I mean, that's my reality. I can't imagine, even if, because let's be honest, we may think that a woman is not that cute, right? Just saying. But that man may see something in her that we don't see.
Right.
I mean, because we don't see the way men see things, and men don't see the things that we see. So I don't believe,
Hey,
oh, she's not cute, nah, baby, because he could see something in her. Mm-mm.
I know.
hey, now
I
we
agree.
ain't say nothing. Hey, no, we ain't say nothing. I know we run out of time. I'm gonna say a little last thing. Hey, no, we ain't say nothing about her having a male best friend, goddamn built like Merce Chase, not got a goddamn 8 pack. You like, hold the fuck up. You like, hold the, hey, you like, hold the fuck up. Like, who is,
Looking like
hey,
Martian. Oh God.
hey, looking like like a whoever goddamn what's the like a Michael Ealy. You like, bro, who is? Yeah, that's just yeah, that's homeboy. Yeah, yeah. He the Q dog. He the cat. I said, oh my goodness. I said, oh my. Yes, we're gonna go out to go. You like, all right. Hey, please don't do what you do, dog. Don't do the whole do the shimmy and lick your tongue and shit. Don't be doing all that shit from my goddamn girl.
My my last thoughts are in from the video. I think the guy who told her that he did not want to be the third person, like the lady said, he's a third person in that relationship. I think he was wise. If he was coming from trauma, it's still, I think it was just wisdom. And he knew what he could and could not handle. So know what you can and cannot deal with.
And be honest with
Speak
yourself.
truth. And be honest with yourself. Yes, be honest with yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, because he said straight, and the truth of the matter is they hadn't been dating for long anyway, so it's really not a loss. We went
It's
on
not
one,
loss, right.
like it's okay. You're like, okay, he was cool, but so I mean, I could see how it was so easy for him to let it go,
Yeah.
and for her to be like, okay, because
Okay.
no
Yeah.
time invested, no emotions invested, nothing like
Right.
that. So the bottom line is, Kim, can men and women be friends for real?
Yes.
Okay, CJ.
One answer, yeah. Yeah.
What
My
about you,
answer
Robin?
is hell no.
I knew you would say that.
Hell no. Now I don't know. Maybe one day I'll meet the bestest male friend ever, and I may feel differently. But today, where I am and my life experience, this shit
Yeah.
has my favor.
No.
I've had to cut off really good male friends because you crossed the line, and it's like no one told me because I'm like this. If you are friend zone, you are never coming out of friend zone ever. I don't see like that. And then please don't spring some shit on me all of a sudden, because then I feel traumatized because I never looked at you like that. I don't believe men and women can be friends.
Mm.
But anyway, guys, we thank you for listening. Bye to everyone on Instagram. We'll see you next week. And everybody on StreamYard, YouTube, and Facebook. We will see you soon. Oh, wait,
Bye. Bye,
bye.
CJ.
Bye.
Yeah, see y'all.
Don't
Yeah.
find this video. Thank you for coming on, CJ. You always helping your girl because today we had a
Always.
Appreciate you, man. Shit, man, you know me.
yeah. Bye, guys.